Good afternoon, friends. Today, my video will be how a maintenance manager or maintenance engineer spend a routine day. Why I'm saying because I don't know which organization you are working in, whether it is a process industry or manufacturing or some design or R&D, something like that. But with my own experience in oil and gas industry, mainly looking after petrochemicals and refineries and upstream. What my experience was that a person, or you can say any human being or any engineer, in a day, what he comes in mind. Suppose he is a maintenance engineer and maintenance manager. He wants to know what is going on today. So when he assume the office and looking to the past, whatever the problems are there, and the coming in future, whatever planning is there, first thing he wants to see what is going on around him. So my view is that a person has only the mind works only looking to the three type of priorities, one, two, three, or you can say green, red, yellow, or you can say this 1, 2, 3 are essential, vital, critical. So the mind works in that way. If you want to have a more priorities, more you can say classification, more categories, then it is a somebody you can say confusing. So when you come to your office, you just want to see how many emergency work orders have been created, how many machines are working normal, how many machines are in a not so good conditions, they have to have some attention, and some machines are very you can say which are directly affecting the production, which is making business impact, that these will be at the top. So what should be your approach? In my view, that you should see everything in 1, 2, 3 respects. Means topmost, middle one, and the last one. For example, if you have a plant or unit, I suppose that you are in charge of a unit as a maintenance manager, or you can be senior manager maintenance, whatever it is. Then in any maintenance of any plant or process industry, we will have a somebody can say known as the department engineering services and the routine plant services. So there are two things. Engineering services department is mainly for the planning, scheduling, and having the specialist units like in a reliability engineer, corrosion engineer, inspection engineer. You might be having some design modification people, the people who are working not only for a particular unit or plant, but you can say as a whole complex. So these are the people are your resources. These are not going to have attention your day to day or problematic machines or somebody you can say what should they do, what is their direction should be, that because they are independent units. So responsibility of their unit is limited to that particular area, and they are not also directly responsible for the maintenance of the equipments. So everything comes to you only, and you can treat them as your resources, not you can say first line problem solver or troubleshooter. So now what you should see, at least you should have one person in your unit which sees that what the maintenance permits are coming, what you call notifications are coming from the process to the maintenance unit. These are you can say M1, M2, M3 depending on the nature of job. Generally M1 notifications are created. So M1, M2 notification should be your criteria to see how many are they are being created. If they are increasing weekly or monthly or increasing, or you can say on the same status, it means you can judge how your unit plant maintenance is working. In case if you think that they are increasing the maintenance permits and continuously increase, or status is you can say steady, or they are decreasing, you can the same way you can prioritize your red, green, yellow. Means you have to have a you can say sense how many permits you should keep in the red, how many you should keep in the yellow, and that criteria you can make. In my view, generally what we see that you can divide it in a emergency work permit or you can say normal work permit. Normal work permit may be like cleaning or you can say preventive maintenance, plant maintenance, and emergency work order with whatever you have not anticipated. Now your focus should be whether these emergency work orders are coming from a similar machine where we are having a repetitive failure and cannot give the solutions. Then you make it red mark because these are, you can say, more problematic to you. And in this also you can see again whether they are affecting the production directly or only having the spare parts consumptions more, or why they are trouble. In India we don't have the definition of the bad actors, but in the Middle East and other parts of the world we are also defining bad actors. Means these are the equipments where you need to have a deep down study why the machines are failing, why the troubleshooting is not helping in having the overcome of the problems, why they are repetitively failure is happening, whether the failure repetitive is only one component or process related, or you can say practice related or maintenance practice related, where is the problem. So how can you solve this? Only by having the root cause failure analysis in parallel, and whatever you are doing to do fixing for time being temporary, whatever you are doing you should do, but real solution is only in the root cause failure analysis. So what I wanted to again come to the point that mind can think of only red, green and yellow as in our traffic light. The similar way the things happen in your plant or unit, the mind can think of only that. So you see the amber M2 notification, you divide in three. Then you see the whether they are bad actors or you can say normal or preventive maintenance. Uh, uh, you are having the work permits, emergency work permits or normal work permits. These should also be related to your KPI. Then you can take the help of respective units, whether their equipment is your fixed or rotating, and in the fixed also whether it is a control valves, so whether you should take the help of your instrumentation people. And in the discipline also whether it is a categorized as a electrical equipment, mechanical, static, fixed, rotating, and what type of help you want from which unit. Maybe the controls also. Now you have to look into the how they are maintaining their own equipment, whether they are having a calibration of 6 months or 12 months, whether they have divided all the equipments in 1 2 3 category, what you can say critical, vital, essential. So everything reduced to include the three categories. In a similar way you can also have the spare parts, whether it is fast moving or you can say slow moving, and then capital spares. So by knowing the value of the spares you can know in the three category you can have. Then you can do the Pareto analysis also of each and everything whatever problems you are taking. You can do the Pareto analysis of your notification, you can do the Pareto analysis of the work orders, you can do the Pareto analysis of your spare parts. In a similar way you can use the techniques for the failure analysis. Why failure, why is a very perfect method. Again comes fishbone diagram. So these are the detailing things that the specialists are doing it. But first you have to prioritize your which is the focus of today. So today for example you have a rotating machinery also. In the rotating machinery also having different type machines, compressors, centrifugal compressor, different type of failure modes. Reciprocating compressors have different failure of mode. Pumps may be very important, cooling water pump or hydrocarbon pumps directly related to the production. And there may be other pumps like low oil pump, dosing pumps. There are multiple type of dosing pumps, chemical dosing pumps. Some may be important, some may not be important. But art you have to classify 1 2 3 area, and you see what is their number, how whether they have a standby or not. So if by this categorization you can know the information about the equipment. Some equipments might be having the online health monitoring system, others may not be having, others may be having more standby. and the nature of the failures and the, you can say, type of maintenance. For example, in the reciprocating compressor you generally have a different type of maintenance, and a centrifugal compressor you have a different type of maintenance. In a similar way, agitators, reactors, gearboxes, all these, different type equipments you can categorize. Then you can focus on giving you the red, green and yellow category. For example, you should take all the population of your gearboxes. Gearboxes are similar natures. Some may be speed increasing, some maybe you can say speed decreasing. So you can have the health monitoring of the gearbox in a very simple manner. And another way, you can say the motor is a very simple equipment. Motor, gearbox are very simple equipments if you want to maintain. But there, once you have a categories of the you can say criticality assess, by doing the criticality assessment, 1 2 3 category are critical, vital, essential. There you have a directly maintenance strategy also. So maintenance strategy, whether it's a planned, preventive or breakdown or condition monitoring, whatever you have done, you have to have, in your place, I think, computerized maintenance systems like SAP PM. You might be having every information there. Every information means that if in SAP PM you have a tag of one centrifugal compressor, so centrifugal compressor related will be, driving unit also, maybe steam turbine, maybe motor, and also it can have the gearbox. So all the 3 4 equipments, mainly mechanical, then instrumentation, all will be related by the tag number. So this will be all in one place. So why not you keep all in one place? Drawings also, basic drawings, specification drawings, data sheets, general arrangement drawings, all the drawings you should keep at one place. So whenever you want to refer, you can know the health of the machine, whether it is online monitoring is happening or not. And now the question arises how you can utilize your staff. For example, if you are a maintenance manager, you might be thinking some senior engineers, some engineers dividing their own areas, then technicians. These could be utilized, and you are not in the firefighting mode. You are generally attending the equipments in a very proper manner. I mean, you have to know yourself whether you are doing the top maintenance, or you can say as usual, or not so bad. In the 3 categories also you can have your maintenance status or maintenance condition. So what I wanted to say that wherever you are doing, you have to categorize the three things. Means red means you have to put more attention, green means no issue, no problem, and yellow means you have to think about something. So these 3 things you can keep in mind, and then you can take the help of all the resources as per, for example, specialist from the reliability, specialist from the rotated equipment, specialist from the corrosion inspection, whatever. And one thing is more important, that at least in a 1 week you should have your roundabout your all equipment. If you are a maintenance manager, you should know roundabout of all the equipments in a week at least once, so that you can physically also see. And you can also encourage an operation people, whether it is a gauge, whether it is any gasket, whether it is a looking in a painting or visual, whatever you feel, or maybe the oil is spilled around, and the housekeeping is not good, or the approach of the maintenance is not okay. These are the things will come to your mind, and then you can suggest some modification or all that. But operators should be trained in such a way that whatever capacity in the nameplate is there, whatever specification of maintaining the operations point is there, they should maintain, and they should also have all the measurement, whether it is a local in the gauge, whether it is getting transmitted to the control room through the DCS system or PLC system, whether all these equipments are being maintained, instrumentation strategies, whether it is calibrated in every year or 6 months. Again, what are your safety critical equipments? Safety critical equipments may be the valves, safety valves. So these all equipments, whether they are being maintained or not, these things you should keep in mind by taking the help of your discipline. And another thing is that you must have a technicians with his, you can say, uh, liking, that you should make them that they should go to the equipment in a normal time for 1 hour, half an hour, to the plant and site, and they should note down what is the condition of the equipment. I mean to say LLF: look, listen and feel. So by this they also can report whether some gauge is not working, or whether the flow is giving a proper way or not, transmitter is working or not, or they are having any some noise from the steam, noise from the bearing, noise from the motors. These are the noises, whether it is having a vibration or not, or bearing having this cooling water or not, or oil is in cup is proper or not. So these things you have to have a very good technicians, they should go to the plant and site. So what I wanted to say, that whether you are maintenance manager or chief maintenance manager, are you in charge of unit, I know you are doing very well. You might be the best of the maintenance engineer and maintenance manager, but looking to the all the best practices and doing whatever good resources you have, whether in the terms of the manpower, spares, or you can say systems, procedures, and practices, still you have the chance to improve your plant by knowing whether you have a more maintenance through the preventive, more maintenance to the condition monitoring, whether you have a few maintenance occasions or more maintenance occasions, whether you have a normal planned maintenance more or emergency maintenance more. So once you know the status, you have the chances to improve also, and that way you will have a satisfaction that you are performing your duty to the organization and helping in saving a lot of cost. When you have a less maintenance, then you have a lot of manpower saving cost and spare cost also, and also the headache also, you can say sometimes in the critical machinery, if you have uh, breakdowns modes, that will be reduced. I am very much sure once you today start what I am telling you, it is just my suggestion, my experience. I'm not saying I know each and everything, but I'm dead certain, I am very much confident that if you take a plunge in it, whatever I have said, you can go to the video again, and don't feel that I have told whatever you are doing already. I know very well that you are doing whatever I am telling you, but go and review and see whether there is a chance of improvement or not. What I wanted to say, that looking to your business, looking to your, you can say, objective, looking to your goal, if you review it, I am 100% certain that you will have at least 20% improvement in each and every area. You can reduce your 20% downtime. You can reduce your cost of spares of 20%. For example, bearings and mechanical seals, they should not fail, and they should not fail beyond giving you 3 years or 4 years life. If you are giving less life, don't, you can say, go into that blame, you can say, culture. Most of the organization I have seen, the people jump to the others area and others problems. For example, if I am a reliability engineer, then I will look into more why the operation people are not doing the good things, why the maintenance people are not doing the good things, why they are not accepting my suggestions, why they are delaying it and doing something. That thing in the mind should not happen, because your role is a limited. You have to tell maintenance manager or maintenance engineer that these things are very much necessary. You can amplify by repeating, by again saying to, even then if they don't do it, don't feel perturbed, don't feel frustrated. In a similar way, if maintenance engineer feels, is some reliability engineer or corrosion or inspection engineer, somebody they are not giving the services in the time, that's why there is a problem. Or many maintenance engineers thinks operation people don't know how to maintain or how to run the machine, how to operate the machine. But this is a, you can say, the most wonderful skill if you have a relationship, good relationship. I would say in that sense I was not so much, say, good. I always have, you can say, focused upon the solving the problems, and sometimes making rough, you can say, rude statements, also rude talking, rude discussion. I admit that is happening most of the times when you are very much passionate. But what I will say, that you cannot find each and every a person as per your requirement, but you have to mold yourself and looking to the culture. You can have some improvement in your relationship, you can make friendship with the people, you can have a common interest. And by researching it, why, you can say, studying more, and by learning, you can improve on. Because as a human being, as a, you can say, person, you have a lot of, you can say, focus towards your excellency, wherever you are, whatever you are doing. So in maintenance, I want, there are a lot of resources available, there are a lot of technologies available, there is a lot of, you can say, learning is available. So why not, you should improve as a maintenance manager, as a maintenance engineer, and you prove. I'm not saying that 20% you will do within a month or within 6 months, but I am sure from today onwards, if you work on, ultimately in the 6 months to, you can say, 1 year, you will have a 20% improvement. Note down, in the downtime, in the number of permits, in the number of emergency permits, in the number of, more and more equipments in a condition monitoring, your manpower time, and you can say spares also. And I will not say that you will achieve everything in one go, but you can achieve it. So just please start. If you have anything you want to discuss with me, you want to comment, you are most welcome. Because I would like to talk that maintenance is an area where more and more things will be needed in the future also, and more technology will come to help you. Because our resources are less, we want to have a less pollution, we are concerned about the climate and all that. So most of the things will be done to, you can say, improve upon the excellency of the maintenance operations. Thank you very much. I would like to hope that please give me some comments and know, and let me know that whether I am giving you some valuable things or not in thinking and doing with the viewpoint of the maintenance. And I also would like to know which type of, video you would like to have, because I like to talk to you people about the maintenance and whatever area it may be. And also I would talk to related to that reliability, you can safety and sustainability, because all the things come with our main, whatever main job. Our main job is to do the business by production, by through the process industry, using the technology, best product, quality product. And operation and maintenance, two things are the, you can say, core things. Without improving upon the operation and maintenance in excellency, you cannot achieve your business goals, you cannot achieve profitability, you cannot go ahead in giving, you can say, any polluted free, or you can say safe or sustainable environment. Thank you very much. Bye.